That was terrible.
That was crap. That was garbage. This place sucks.
Overreaction Monday.
Okay, so Ron Rivera has already ruled Cam Newton out for Week 4 against Houston.
Yes.
So our overreaction here is Kyle Allen should continue to start regardless of Cam's status.
Cam makes a ton of money. But if Cam can't be Cam, if Cam can't be a guy who's accurate with the football and Cam cannot use his legs and Cam can't be trusted to get a 4th and inches because his foot is such against Tampa, game on the line, and Kyle Allen, who started Week 17 last year, comes in and runs the Norv Turner offense with efficiency and no turnovers and 4 touchdowns. Greg Olsen suddenly has life and McCaffrey doesn't have to carry the load. I don't think it's much of an overreaction. But Cam makes a ton of money and Cam is Cam. So that's down the road for Ron Rivera. But we've seen the Patriots do it, and it worked out.
Yep.
Bill survived. He's still a coach 19 years later. And we've seen the Cowboys do it. And Dak is on his There Is More Pie Tour 2019 as he keeps the pile of cash that he puts on Jerry's desk keeps getting bigger for his demands. And Jason Garrett has still even survived it. So Ron Rivera is playing it by half measure by saying he's our guy when he's healthy.
Right.
We're just not going to tell you when we think he's going to be healthy.
Exactly. If they lost yesterday, you think Cam starts Week 4?
Maybe. At 0-3, and we'll get him out there.
Right.
If Kyle Allen looked like, say, Mason Rudolph, lost.
Yeah.
With the exception of one big play to Juju. Maybe. That's the way in the NFL. But they won, and he looked terrific. So I'm not saying that's much of an overreaction right there.
You think Cam gets traded this year?
No way. That's an overreaction. What's next?
All right, next. The New Orleans Saints. They're just fine without Drew Brees.
Oh, that's an overreaction. Come on. Drew Brees is a GOAT. You know, you could see that Bridgewater's not the same in terms of accuracy and on time. Here's the three entities that bailed him out yesterday. The special teams, despite a muff punt. The defense doing its job for much of the game before, you know, things went totally crazy at the end. And Alvin Kamara, bro.
He's incredible.
Alvin Kamara, bro. Alvin Kamara, bro. That guy is unbelievable, and he's the next. He's next. He's just like Zeke. And I'll tell you one other thing, too. Well, we'll do this later on. We've got a whole bunch of time on the show. 844-204-RICH.
Just don't forget. Write yourself a note.
I will write that note. Yep.
The Indianapolis Colts are the best team in the AFC South.
I'll still believe it. Yeah, I'll take it. It's not an overreaction. I think they're winning the division. The Texans had a nice win yesterday here in Los Angeles against the Chargers. And the Chargers is who I would vote on our poll question as the most in trouble team from last year's playoffs. But Jacoby Brissett looked terrific. There's no better guard in football than Quentin Nelson. I mean, and they did that without Darius Leonard yesterday. The Falcons look inefficient. I'd be concerned if I was a Falcon fan right now, certainly with the injury news that's coming out about Keanu Neal out for the year with a Achilles injury. I'll say that's a good reaction right there.
Let's hit what you talked about in the open today. The Giants should have started Daniel Jones all along.
Overreaction. Eli is still Eli. And you know, the post headline writers saying that there's a new man in town. Come on now.
Double N.
It's just not right. But he is Eli Manning 2.0.
What's not right about it, though?
It's not right. There's a respect level that Eli Manning has earned. He has earned it. He's got 2 trophies in the case. He's got a Walter Payton Man of the Year patch on his chest. He has done it the right way. He's answered the bell. There's never been a negative headline about this guy ever. And he handled the Daniel Jones handover with absolute class and aplomb. He hasn't been an issue at all. Yesterday's game might not have happened if he was a total you-know-what about it. He was fist pumping. He had the earbud in. He was engaged. He helped Jones out yesterday. There should be a respect paid to him. But the respect that was paid to him in $11 million by the Giants management that could have just cut him and just sent him on his way last year or said, let's figure out a way to deal with this.
Yeah.
So there's that. But the Giants should not have started Daniel Jones all along. That performance yesterday doesn't happen in Dallas week 1. It happens in Tampa in week 3. It doesn't happen in Dallas week 1, brother. You and I both know it. That is a tough play. That team is a Super Bowl team. The Bucs are not. Good spot to start them in, even though a lot of people thought it was the wrong move for them to make. So you got to tip the cap to the Giants and Shermer and Gettleman to force ownership to say, okay.
Yeah. The Cleveland Browns, not ready for prime time.
They're not. They're not. They are against the Jets and Trevor Siemian turning to Luke Falk. They're home, their week 1 game against the Titans team that nobody knew.
The whole world was watching last night.
Look, the Titans say they are who they thought they were, the Titans. But coming into that game, the Browns had the football world at hello. They have to win that game at home, certainly when they're missing their own offensive. Myles Garrett's a game wrecker, and Taylor Lewan was out. Got to win that game. And then they did what they had to do on Monday Night Football. And then last night, they had the chance to win it. The coach absolutely called the wrong plays. And Baker Mayfield isn't the same guy. Anybody who has him in fantasy knows he's got, 35 fantasy points so far this year? And I know I shouldn't be talking about real football in terms of fantasy points, but to me, that's a better thing to say here than talk about his quarterback rating, which nobody knows what the hell goes into that, or a QBR.
Right.
So
it could be 1-5 going into the bye week.
They got to win this game in Baltimore. That's it. And I don't think they're going to. No way. Not with the way the Ravens are playing.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download the Rich Eisen Show app.